I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's the Pistons to start out. To the middle. And finished off by Stewart.
The young buck, Stewart, powering it through.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Now here's Randall. Clock at 6. Down low. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
That's the right play call. Randall's a tough matchup inside. Strong, crafty, nasty.
It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Randall with a steal. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Brunson. Back to Randall. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Cunningham. And here's Ivy from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Textbook play by Cade Cunningham. He knows better to mess up that open look.
Here's Barrett. And he buries his first look.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's Detroit. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Cunningham outside. Takes it inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Good energy and commitment on the drive. Cunningham is well rewarded with the foul.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
Pass to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Barrett. Brunson with it. Picked up by Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is good by Barrett. And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Here's Barrett. He's got 5. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And that misses. That would have put him up. Inside. Cunningham. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Too easy for Cade. He can really fly.
Pass to Robinson. Outside Barrett. Let's go with a 3. The Knicks keep it alive. Back to Robinson. Outside Brunson. Second shot opportunity. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of a team.
Here's Barrett. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
And the second free throw is good. And specifically with R.J. Barrett, it feels like he's a lot older, Grant.
You know, B.A., but he's not close to 25 yet. So what we see right now, it's not what he'll be once R.J. hits his prime. Still a lot of room to grow for him.
And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Second personal foul.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the two best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
Launches a three, hits the trifecta. Barrett's got 10 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ivey. Hayes with it. Going inside. Randall pulls down the board.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Second personal foul. Team 4.
That one's off. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second one.
When it comes to addressing his weaknesses, the right hand, the range, Randall has put in the work.
R.J. Barrett, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Knicks. He put together 10 points.
15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Randall outside. And stolen by Hayes. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Sims. And it's blocked by Noel. Bogdanovich on the wing. Another three for Detroit. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
How does Killian Hayes get by people, you ask? He can change speeds and directions at an elite level.
Here's Grimes. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Reddish. Clock at 4. Detroit with a rebound. And here's Bagley. Checked by Randall. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pistons.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace and transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
Deflected. Burks for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Burks has got 6 points in the quarter.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
Pass to Rose. Here's Sims. to halt the run. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Bagley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Bagley's got 5.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now a timeout called by New York. So both teams changing it up here. And here's Brunson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Noel. That one a little long.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it? Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Out to the right wing. Outside Burks. Pass to Hayes. Back to Burks. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he makes a first. Fournier hits them both. Here's Hayes. And here's Detroit. They're on an 18-5 run. On the wing, Burks. Jacks up a 3. That shot off the mark. So New York will take it the other way now. To the inside. Fournier. Basket counts. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Check out the hops on Killian Hayes. Getting some serious height on that dunk.
Brunson misses. And Detroit has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Hayes. Here's Knox. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the 3.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Now Fournier. Back to Brunson. Over Hayes. Brunson misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Burks no good. Brunson on the drive. And the layup is good. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Pistons on top. They lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the paint. Here's Toppin. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Dirty play by Stewart, sticking with his shot and drawing a foul.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Outside Brunson. Shot is good by Barrett. Barrett's got 13.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Cunningham drives in. Pass to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Kept alive. From deep. The shot no good.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Back to Barrett. To the inside. Here's Toppin. Detroit with a rebound.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. Drafted in 2011, Bojan Bogdanovic didn't make his NBA debut until 2014. Decided to stay in Europe to continue to improve his game.
Pass to Brunson. Now here's Toppin. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And Bojan with that great career abroad. Entered the NBA at age 25.
I think it was a great move for Bogdanovic. Not everyone is ready at a young age. He worked on his game and his body. Came into the NBA ready to contribute.
Now a timeout called by New York. New York trailing. Outside for Randall. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Randall's got 7 points.
Pretty skilled with the face-up game. Randall creating for himself right there.
And Detroit has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Ivy. Stewart with it. Here's Ivy. Fournier covering. Back to Stewart. The rebound by Sims. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Fournier.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Rose. Outside Fournier. To the middle. Here's Sims. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he can't hit the second. The Pistons leading. Pass to Hayes. He shoots a 3. Nails it from 3. 7 points in the game.
No hesitation off the catch. Killian Hayes looking assertive, taking these kinds of shots.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. From deep, Rose. Duran with the rebound. Here's the Pistons with the ball. A 12-point game. Pass to Noel. And Noel hammers it down.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
From deep, Rose. Can't hit that one. And Detroit will go the other way with it. And here's Ivy from the arc. Here's Noel. Shakes him. And Noel hammers it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And it's blocked by Noel. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hayes. With 4 on the clock. Good work defensively by Randall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pistons ahead, up by 16.
32.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now Cunningham. Pass to Burks. Here's Knox. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
Barrett, he's open. Rebound Detroit.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Outside Bagley. All alone. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Fires for 3.